All right, so let's see if this is working. All right, it says here, fuck. I think it gives us time to do the intro.
It's going to give us time to do it?
Yeah, well, it's, all right, we're live. Sweet. All right, let me get my hat on. We are live, though, big fella. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, yeah.
All right. Wait for my cue. Son of a bitch. Welcome to episode 7 of Kipping Up with Wrestling, recorded on December 14th, 2017. Thanks for joining us. All the links to our junk are in the show notes. Now let's get this show in the ring. Zach, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, Joe? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Doing this on our own. Shannon and Jason have the night off. So me and Zach are here to control the reins, and we had some difficulties.
Yeah, they took the training wheels off us, and it's not going well. But we're gonna figure this thing out.
We'll work through it. We'll work through it. And so let's get right into it. Raw this week. Samoa Joe starts Raw, calling out Roman Reigns in the ring. Roman comes out to get ambushed by the bar. Then Dean and Seth come out to the ring to help him out, and Joe and the bar end up beating them senseless. Now, any thoughts of where this is going?
I just want to talk first off about how great Samoa Joe's promo was in the beginning.
Oh, phenomenal.
He had everybody's attention, just him in the ring by himself, which is hard to do. Cut a great heel promo, got everybody going, and then he gets he gets Roman to come out there, and then they all get in there and get ambushed. I'm kind of sick of the bar versus Shield at this point versus Rollins and Ambrose.
I want to make that point too. I like it's literally the same storyline. We just it would have been different if there was a storyline in between those two, like the Miz and the bar versus the Shield. But the fact that we're coming right off the Miz and the Shield, and then we go right into Joe and the Shield. That being said, though, having Joe replace the Miz's role in that feud kind of makes it more interesting, I guess.
But it's definitely welcomed because we need Joe to be in a high level position. He's just so great on the mic, great in the ring. I can't begin to tell you how much I'm glad that he's in his role.
Literally, like how they start the show. I mean, the promo that he cut makes you literally was like, oh yeah, this is actually this is good work, and I'm interested about this feud. But at the same time, you kind of do feel that same old storyline going.
I'm thinking the last few weeks, how many times, actually the last few months, have we gotten either Seth Rollins versus Cesaro, Seth Rollins versus Sheamus, or Ambrose versus Rollins, Ambrose versus Sheamus? We've gotten the same matches over and over again, and don't get me wrong, those are 4 great wrestlers. They're always going to put on good matches, but I want something different. Adding Joe in there does make it great. Joe's going to get a good match on any of them, but I'm ready for the bar to move on to something different.
No, and I agree, and the tag team half of the Shield too. I mean, it makes you almost. Are there any other tag teams of note on Raw? I mean,
the Club, but they're never going to do anything with them.
That's unfortunate. I mean, why? Here's what I would like to see is do the Club, you have the Shield now. Why can't the Club form with Finn?
Might as well. Finn's not doing nothing because he's not over enough.
No, yeah. I mean, that would be awesome. I literally just thought of that. I don't know why I just thought of that.
Great time to think of
it. Yeah. so let's move on. Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt trade shots yet again for the second week in a row. I personally cannot get enough of the woken Matt Hardy, whatever you want to call him. But the promo kind of lost me with the transitions.
Totally agree. the Woken Matt Hardy character, it just draws me every time. And I do like the parallels they're talking about how Matt Hardy knew, Woken Matt Hardy, excuse me, he knew Sister Abigail in a past life. I like that they're bringing that out. I just don't like how they're going about it. The first week,
no, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the promo, even the promo like the first two promos are awesome. It's just that stupid graphic that every time they would cut to him, because I mean Bray's graphics short and sweet, so you can get. I mean, it doesn't bug you that much when it goes that like you know what I'm talking about.
But they kept having that glass break every time.
And it's like a 6 minute like cutaway. It's like a transition. It's cool the first time, but let's just cut to him. I mean, like you said, everything Matt said during that promo was awesome. Like.
The laughing went on a little too far.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos this week. They were like making the laughing go like way longer on social media to make it funny. But then I feel like they tried to cater to that and they kind of jumped the shark with a little bit.
No, I feel like
the laugh just in a little bit smaller doses.
No, I feel like they're letting Matt take the reign on this one. Agreed. And they're kind of I don't know the right word to use, but they're trying to like feeling it out to see what's the right way to do it.
I really hope next week that they have him do something live. I want him in the ring, acting batshit crazy.
Because if they do another round of promos, it's going to be Braun and Kane all over again, where they have another match. But yet again, it's a DQ or a draw because they beat the shit out of each other.
All right, I'm just ready. I'm ready for Woken Matt Hardy to be unleashed on us completely. We've gotten the taste. I want the full meal of it now.
No, I totally agree. So we move on. Finn Balor defeats Curtis Axel, who revealed that his neck is healed. But
can't lie, I had a huge pop out of me for that one.
Really?
Yeah, I was so glad he got the neck brace off. Made me happy.
I was hoping he was going to do the whole match in the neck brace.
Now that you mentioned that, I wish he would have kept it on.
Yeah, that would have been funny. But I mean, nothing really of note there. They're doing that. I mean, that being said, actually, there's a little thing. As Curtis and Bo were coming to the ring, they were mocking Finn Balor, which was I will say got a big pop out of me. I enjoyed that.
I feel you on that one.
So then we go back into the Samoa Joe in the bar and versus Shield things. They had 3 matches that night. The first match, Seth Rollins versus Sheamus, and I will say every time Sheamus gets in the ring with someone I like, I'm scared shitless.
Oh, he's gonna beat the shit out of me. So stiff out there.
There was one spot. I think it was a broad kick maybe, and you could see in the replay he connected with him square in the mouth.
That's what Sheamus does, man. He gets in there and just gets stiff.
So Seth ends up defeating Sheamus in that match. We move. I mean, any more notes on that one?
Nothing really to talk about that. Like I said earlier in the podcast, they've been doing
over,
it every week.
Yeah. So we kind of go ahead to it's kind of in order of the show. Rich Swann was suspended definitely by the WWE. I believe it was over the weekend.
Real bummer.
Yeah, real bummer for me as well, or extra bummer for me because he's on my fantasy team.
I know that was your chance to make a comeback on me too.
It was.
Once I seen he got suspended, I'm like going to the finals.
Yeah, well, I didn't know he got suspended, but till yesterday, I believe. But anyways, he apparently the story is him and his wife are driving home in Gainesville, Florida. They're having an argument. She decided to leave the car. Rich followed her into on the side of the road. Insisted to put her in a headlock and try to bring her back to the car. When Rich then turned around to put her back in the car was gone because he forgot to put it in park and it hit a telephone pole. So the cops were called and he was arrested for domestic violence.
Sounds about right. Yeah, the cruiserweights have been great the last few weeks. Like honestly, like some of the best parts of the Raw the last few weeks has been the cruiserweights.
No, dude, I've been saying this. I said this last week. I think Enzo's done his job in the cruiserweights. I think it's time for Enzo to kind of like take a step back and let the cruiserweights do their job because now I'm more intrigued in cruiserweights than I've ever been.
Oh yeah, 2 weeks in a row they put on a great fatal 4-way. Who was in this match? We had Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, Tony Nese, and Arya Daivari.
Oh yeah, no, that's the point. So Rich Swann won that number one or the chance for the number 1 contender match against Drew Gulak.
No, we had that backwards. It was Gulak won the match. Remember 2 weeks ago to face.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying Rich Swann also won a match, but they were supposed to face off on Monday for that number 1 contender. So since Rich Swann was arrested, they had a second chance #1 contender qualifier match. So that's
Yep.
where Cedric Alexander comes into play. And just the spots that him and Mustafa Ali have are like in awe. Like my jaw dropping.
Two of the most dynamic performers on the roster, hands down. But I think the biggest star of that match was Drew Gulak on commentary.
Oh yeah. Oh my. Finding his. I think I said to Troy when Gulak was on commentary, I said that he's gonna be doing this in the future.
Oh yeah. When he ages out of wrestling, he definitely will be a commentator.
Oh, it was great.
He walked up and said, "Thank you, Mr. T," to Booker T. I lost my mind. Hilarious.
Speaking of Booker, can we just put him on the pre-show?
Right.
So we move along back to the bar, Samoa Joe, the bar, and the Shield feud. Roman Reigns defeats Cesaro to defend his Intercontinental Championship, which I didn't find out till after Raw went off the air that was a championship match.
Yep, that was definitely match of the night as well. Roman Reigns, Cesaro, two of the greatest workers right now. They always put on a good match. I hate Roman Reigns to a point, but he always can put on a good match.
No, and the same goes for Cesaro. He can put on a hell of a show. I like when Cesaro and Seth go off. I think that's always best, like one of the best matches of the night when those two get going.
Always agreed. That was definitely match of the night for me on Raw.
No, I definitely agree with that. We move on to finish it. Samoa Joe defeats Dean Ambrose. I couldn't really remember too much of this match. Wasn't there interference of some sort?
Honestly, I can't really remember either. I remember reading something that out of the 3 Shield versus the Bar and Samoa Joe matches, this was the weakest. And I'm pretty sure, I feel like that just comes down from them not wrestling each other a lot. I mean, everybody else has wrestled a bunch together. Samoa Joe hasn't faced Dean Ambrose that many times. They don't have the chemistry.
No, definitely. I remember Samoa Joe, he did get him in a coquina clutch to end the match. And it was one of those things where Dean's not going to tap, so he passes out. Like that's what I've come to realize. If a guy that they don't want a guy to lose his strength, they just have him pass out.
A classic wrestling trope right there. Just pass out, don't tap.
And then last match of the night, we're actually going to come back to one match earlier because it's kind of a transition, but last match of the night, when I saw this, I thought to myself, thank God, because this is finally going to be over. Kane versus Braun in a #1 contender match. Winner faces Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. Now, I'm thinking to myself, thank God, because it's going to be over. Of course, match ends in a draw or DQ, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Motherfucking double count out.
Double count out, excuse me, because they yet again just beat the piss out of each other. And that means that we have one more week of this. Just like, why? Like, let's just finish it. Can someone beat someone?
Will it ever end? I don't care about Kane.
I mean, I get you made your point maybe a month ago that Kane's still around, but he's still good. He's still a monster. He's still a machine. We get that, but like, come on. Like, you're not even making the point anymore. You're just beating you're just like, it's just a draw every time, and it's annoying.
And like, it's realistic that we're going to get a Kane Brock Lesnar match at Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
like, that's not happening.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, so that's going to go on again. Now, this was the second match of the night, but I decided to drop it down lower because it's going to help out with a point I have. Absolution defeats Bayley and Mickey in a tag with Sasha Banks at ringside in a tag match. A dirty pin, definitely. I don't remember the exact details, but it was, I believe it was a distraction to a roll pin, or some along the lines of that.
It was something shady happened there for the pin to happen.
But at the end, Absolution starts wailing on Bayley, Mickey James, and Sasha Banks, and the Raw women's locker room comes to rescue them. And I mean, you got a pop out of me. I was pumped about it because I was like, hell yeah! But followed the next night on SmackDown, Charlotte Flair defeats Ruby Riott. Riott Squad attacks Charlotte, and then Naomi runs out. Beats a couple of the Riott Squad up. Riott Squad flees, and then the SmackDown's women's roster comes out.
Are they doing the same storyline? Just
that's what I'm asking. Different brands. I mean, it'd be different if there are different times. I mean, you could still have women debut on different brands, but it's literally the same storyline.
I think Shannon or Jason touched on it last week. It would have made more sense if you made them all part of one faction, but one just is on Raw, one's on SmackDown, and they all kind of follow Paige. And that would have made way more sense.
Why not make them all just Absolution? Like Absolution's a faction that's taking over all women's wrestling. That we talked about that last week. That would have been awesome. But
that's what they should have, because then the symmetry would have been planned and it would have been organic.
No, exactly. Now it's just like, oh, these three teams or 3 people or women teams are taking over different brands, just happening at the same time.
I can't be mad though, because as long as Liv Morgan's on TV every week, I'm not going to complain.
Oh, she hurts my heart. I thought I'd never fall in love with the person by just looking at them on TV, and I have.
And she's like our age too, like 23.
That's perfect. I'm gonna start writing her creepy letters.
There you
go. So we move on. Beginning of the show.
Hopefully she's not listening.
I hope she is. But so show kicks off. AJ Styles addresses the SmackDown Live audience, and the Singh brothers come out to show their support to AJ and try to pledge their allegiance to AJ.
The Singh brothers got their own entrance this week. I like that.
Yeah, that's what's actually sold me. I actually thought that they were switching sides, but you can't fool that redneck. He saw right through them. He saw right through them and saw their games and beat the piss out of them.
And that's usually like total opposite. Usually the baby face and that's gonna be like, oh yeah, come on, that's fine. You guys will be on my side now. Then they all beat the shit out of him to get the other guys some heat, get the baby face some like love, so people like it when he gets him back. But you can't fool that redneck.
Yeah, I mean, when Jinder came out to help them out and he started massaging their shoulders and stuff, I'm like, see, like thinking to myself, see that he doesn't treat him like shit all the time.
Jinder's not that bad of a guy.
He's a nice dude. He beats him up when he loses. So that match, I mean, I'm intrigued to see what like I feel like this will probably be the final chapter in that feud if AJ wins. I mean, we'll talk predictions later. But I mean, I'm curious to see if Jinder wins again. But I mean, the only reason I saw him winning again was if or to take the belt back to India, and they've already done that. So I don't know why Jinder would win the belt again.
When speaking about India too, did you see what happened over there? Triple H beat Jinder Mahal in India, which is moronic.
Well, you don't win in your hometown.
Okay, I'll give you that one. But Jinder should have beat him. Triple H, I wouldn't say buried him because it wasn't on TV, but you're like 48. You got to let the up-and-coming guy who is just a WWE champion, you got to let him win in India. I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of that.
No, I didn't watch it. I saw that though, and I mean, I had mixed emotions about it. Part of me was like, well, of course he did, because why would he let someone else go over instead of him?
Agreed.
In a new market. I mean, that's just that. I mean, I don't know, but we move on to this feud, this match that's coming up on Clash of Champions that I've been just becoming more and more intrigued to. And that was the setup for the triple threat between Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin, and Bobby Roode. The match on Tuesday was Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. But Ziggler won the match because of via disqualification, which was hilarious because Bobby Roode was at commentary, which he was going to interfere. And and just randomly stands up, goes, "Excuse me for a second, fellas." Disrobes, just slides into the ring and gives Dolph Ziggler a glorious DDT.
The DDTs were glorious, but I am not a fan of the storyline that much.
No, I'm not a fan of the storyline. I'm just a fan of Dolph, because Dolph's been on that thing where the new guy from NXT comes up. You're facing Dolph for 2 months. Like, I know that's kind of still going on. I'm glad I got away from Baron Corbin, away from Ty Dillinger, which talk about cuck of the week. Where's Ty Dillinger been? I don't know if he's hurt or not. But
yeah, he hasn't been on in a minute. I think he's taking like a 10-week hiatus or something.
No, that's fine, but I'm just glad to see Dolph get some championship light, if that makes any sense. Because I mean,
I understand that, but I was kind of intrigued by Baron Corbin, Bobby Roode, and if Ziggler would have been introduced into the storyline, like with a storyline, but no, he just kind of showed up.
No, I do remember that. I'm sorry. We talked about that last week where he was just it felt forced with Ziggler. But I mean, my problem with Ziggler is I kind of have a thing for him just because he knows his role. He knows he's there to put guys over. Like, I don't know. I just have a soft spot for Ziggler. D-Man can be in any match, and I'll be happy.
I have a hard spot for Ziggler.
Yeah, I have a hard on for Ziggler.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah. So
Now
we
match of the night.
match of the night. Yeah, exactly. We move on to the Bludgeon Brothers, so they're just building up to be absolute machines.
That spot where Harper slaps the shit out of Roman gets me going every time.
Oh, that's so great.
So they face these two jobbers, and one of them is actually a well-known jobber. For people that don't know, Colin Delaney was on the ECW brand when it was resurrected, in I think like 07. Colin Delaney was in a squash match against the great Khali, and Colin Delaney is actually Dalton Castle, who we'll be talking about later, his best friend from like kindergarten. They grew up together. So it was kind of like a weird little, not homage, but a little Easter egg there. You got a little old jobber back in there again. But the guy who stole the show, Joe Monroe, took a power bomb from, I think it was Rowan, wasn't it Rowan?
No, it was Harper. Rowan threw him up on Harper's shoulders.
Yes, and anyway, he screamed on the way down like a little schoolgirl. It was the funniest thing. I've never seen that in a match. Oh my god, it was phenomenal.
We watched it 4 times yesterday.
Yeah, but I've rewatched that several times since.
Now we move along SmackDown Live to the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens movement. Yep. And I'm loving it. So they go out to the ring to hold a protest. They're not gonna stand for Shane's tyranny anymore, and waiting for the locker room to come out and protest with them. And long and behold, Daniel Bryan walks out to the ring. And I mean, back in my mind was hoping that he just went like, I'm joining the movement, but I knew he wasn't going to. Right. But at the same time, wasn't expecting him to go like, I will be the second special guest referee for that match.
Which is cool because it's going to throw some like hijinks in there with him and Shane, but it's kind of weird having 2 refs for one match.
It's definitely weird to have two refs, but at the same time,
keeps it even.
My thought process is he wouldn't be able to ref if he couldn't take a bump.
I read something about that. There's different requirements for referees to get in there.
We'll see.
But I hope he just takes a pop-up powerbomb from Kevin Owens like right away, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's good."
No, I heard theories that Shane's gonna turn on Shinsuke and Randy and Daniel, and he's gonna join Kevin Owens and Sammy. But I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, there's a bunch of theories around. I think the funniest thing about this whole thing with the Yet movement is I feel like they had a bunch of Yes shirts still in stock. And they sell.
And
they just put the P over it, and they're like, let's move all this stock out of here.
Did you see that? It was literally a P. It was a cutout P over the. I thought they were actual shirts they made. But when they were walking the ring, I saw the Daniel Bryan on the back of the shirt, and I went, wait a minute. And when they got in the ring, literally cut out P's. Like
they're literally for sale. I hope that it's just like double-sided tape on there. The P just
I really hope so. Yeah, so I honestly, that storyline, because any storyline that involves firing people kind of like is like, all right, you got the top, like if they went to on the indies again, they'd be making more money than Omega probably. Like they're that good. Really, you're not gonna fire them. So any storyline like that kind of gets me like, okay, whatever. But the whole aspect of Daniel, like I would not be shocked if Daniel Bryan pulls some shit on Sunday, and he's back in the ring. Like I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not saying I'm expecting it, and I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm saying I wouldn't be shocked, if that makes any sense.
All signs are pointing to that. I don't think it will happen, but like you said, it wouldn't be a major.
No, and exactly.
It would shock me if it
does. I am intrigued to see what happens. That match, like honestly, that match is gonna be dope anyways, because you have arguably 4 out of the best 10 wrestlers in the world right now. I mean, even though everyone forgets Randy's still up there, even though RKO legend. But right. I mean Shinsuke, I mean, up there, and Shinsuke versus Sammy and Kevin, he's gonna wrestle strong style like he's comfortable with, and I'm very excited for that.
I hope he does.
No, I mean the match he had with Kevin on Tuesday, like there was old glimmers of the Shinsuke that we watched in New Japan, like
certain and NXT. Bring that out of them. Certain people can bring that.
No, exactly. And so that's why I'm hyped for this. I would have been hyped for that match anyways, but not like invested in the story as much as I am with Daniel Bryan being involved now.
I have something to tell you though, Joe.
Shoot.
Happy Rusev Day.
Yeah, happy Rusev Day. That's the transition. So Rusev Day, which is Aiden English and Rusev. I don't know if that's their official tag team name. I don't think it is, but I will be calling them Rusev Day.
They will be Rusev Day to me.
Okay. Yeah. Versus the Usos and beat them. And I I don't think I watched this match. I remember it happening, but I think I went to the bathroom or something. Not saying it was a boring match. It's just it was an emergency.
The last 2 weeks, Rusev Day has beat the Usos and the New Day. They are pushing them hard, and I'm loving it.
I know. It's great because who would expect those guys are a tag team? But on top of it, they're utilizing Rusev. And Rusev is like, I mean, I don't like him not being used bums me out because he's just such a great piece that you can utilize.
They're definitely over now.
No, yeah, but as the match went on, New Day sat ringside at commentary eating pancakes, per usual now, it seems.
Classic.
And American Alpha 2.0 watched from the ramp.
Since Jason's not here, I'll give him one. It was, who was it? Chad Gable and Shelton. Benjamin. he said one out there, too, on Shelton actually said it. Yeah. So I knew Jason was at home getting all happy about it.
Yeah, so that match is gonna be awesome. I think too. I didn't realize that was gonna be a fatal four-way. Maybe I just one ear out the other. But I mean, anything with Usos and New Day in it, you sign me up because they put on.
Be good.
Yeah, they put on a match. So we finished. We cap off SmackDown with the match that we ended up talking. We just really recapped. Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Where Daniel Bryan was on commentary, and an incident happened where Kevin Owens knocked out the referee. Daniel Bryan decided he was going to then show that he meant business about calling a fair fight for this Sunday. So he took the ref shirt off, which I found hilarious because that's funny.
Right. Just took this dude's shirt off like on the side of the ropes.
Yeah. Yeah. Shinsuke hit Kevin, I believe, with a Kinshasa for the pin, but Daniel was still putting his shirt on and kind of just like was dozing off, didn't realize that he was getting pinned. Kevin kicks out. I believe he went to go yell at someone ringside, and Kevin gets him in a pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. That's all she wrote. Ski. Now, like I said, this part even got me more intrigued for Sunday. Like I think this match is going to be awesome.
I think you got something wrong. I think Daniel Bryan did count though for Shinsuke.
No, he did, but it was too late. He came in. It was a 2 count.
I think you're right then. Yeah,
it was 2.
Yeah, it's 2. Too sweet.
No, he came in too late. Whereas if he would have came in immediately when he pinned him, he would have got 3. But I think actually Sami Zayn distracted Shinsuke, if that's what it was. Yeah, he was lining up for another Kinshasa, and Sami Zayn came up on the ring, up on the apron. Shinsuke kicked him, but in the process of kicking him, Kevin Owens regained his momentum, spun him around to a pop-up powerbomb, and that was it. That's what happened. I have to rethink things sometimes.
SmackDown was actually pretty good this week.
No, SmackDown was very good this week.
Did you catch 205 Live at all?
I did not catch it, but I have notes.
I didn't either. I feel like we should just skip over it. We're kind of running.
You want it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really watch it.
We're running.
Yeah, got over half hour in.
Yeah, we go.
We should go right to NXT because it was live on the USA Network for the first time ever this week.
It was.
And it was great.
And it did not disappoint, even though there was 2 matches you would think like, oh yeah, these are squash matches. No, they made the I mean, they're not jobbers by any means, but they made the first match, and Andrea C. Elmas, the NXT champion, faced off against Fabian I have no idea how to pronounce that. Do you know how to pronounce that?
Fabian Aichner, all I know is that he put on one hell of a show.
Oh my God, I thought he was gonna win.
That match was short, quick, hard hitting, and effective.
Yeah, and literally what it made we weren't gonna get up. I think we were gonna get up for something. I say seated.
There was like 4 or 5 moments that I was like, holy crap! When Fabian Aichner, he did like that straight jump onto the top rope, did the jump.
Oh, his springboard!
Oh my God!
And landed square on his shoulder.
He was like 30 feet in the air. And he gave Andrade that power bomb that was so vicious.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an old Kevin Nash style. It's like 7 feet tall right to the ground.
That match was awesome. Then Andreas just turned it up. Got him in that, what's his finisher? I can't think of it. Is it an inverted something?
It's escaped me, too. I'm not really positive.
Yeah, but his finisher's nasty. But,
then we had Authors of Pain defeat. I don't know how to say. Is it Oni Lorcan?
Yeah, I think Orny Lorcan. Yeah,
I don't know, but one of them looked like they were like 45.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Yeah, But Authors of Pain, that was kind of a little squash match.
You're mistaken because they actually were dominant for the first maybe 2 to 3 minutes of that match, and then Authors of Pain just turned the switch, threw him in the corner, and then gave him the double power bomb where they papped the backs, and then bam.
True, maybe not a squash match, but it was to show how strong the Authors of Pain were. That's what I meant.
No, I totally agree. But then awesome match, which we were all looking forward to.
The big one.
Aleister Black versus Adam Cole, and my goodness, of that match not disappoint. Yeah, Joe, I might want to check your mic volume.
Am I off?
Yeah, you were.
Am I good now?
You're good now.
All right, so this is a perfect match to put on NXT to kind of showcase what it's all about. You have two premier athletes, good characters, putting on great matches, and that's what NXT is every week.
No, yeah, that match was awesome. Like that match was everything I could have hoped it was. Like, but the one thing I will say, I won't say my favorite part, but the part I really liked was at the end. I mean, anytime Black Mass is laid or given, I don't blink. But like the fact that Adam Cole is just sitting there going, "Give it to me! Give it to me!
What do you got? What do you got?" Well, I got a kick in the face for that's going to knock you out for the 1, 2, 3.
I thought that was really cool.
NXT was great. It was nice to see it live. Tribute to the Troops is on right now.
Yeah.
So I know we're going head to head with them, so they're probably going to get more viewers than us tonight.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, but you never know.
But we can have a surge, late night surge.
Now Shannon will be proud of me on this end of it. I did not watch Total Divas, but I got one show note. Alexa bought a pig this week.
She got a pig?
She bought a pig.
Oink.
That's all I know. That's all I got for the Total Diva section. Sorry, Total Diva fans out there. But
I know they went to Cabo because I've seen a bunch of pictures of them in their swimsuits. That's about it.
Yeah, that's I think me and Troy are talking. We're gonna start DVRing it because we need a new show to watch on Wednesdays before NXT. So
it's a good call.
Yeah, or after. I don't know how the TV schedule works, but so in other wrestling news, though, let's move on.
This is what I've been excited for weeks now.
We have a Ring of Honor's final pay-per-view of the year.
Final battle
held tomorrow, December 15th at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. I mean, anything held in Hammerstein Ballroom, you should be pumped for because
you know it's going to be good.
Shit's going to go down.
And this card is pretty unreal.
Mute again.
Am I mute?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. How about now?
I can't hear you.
Anything? Keep going.
All right. Where are we at? So we're talking Ring of Honor pay-per-view here. So we're just kind of going to go over I'm going to go over the matches here that we got going.
Anything?
We have the Ring of Honor World 6-man Tag Team Championship match featuring the Hung Bucks, Adam Page, Matt, and Nick Jackson, the current 6-man world champions, versus Dragon Lee, Flip Gordon, and Titan. Now, that match I'm looking forward to because, I mean, anything with the Bucks in it, come on. How's that not must-watch TV? Let's see if Zach's fixing his audio problem yet.
Nothing? You guys hear nothing?
No. We talk again?
Something? Anything?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So anything with the Hung Bucks, is going to be great. Adam Page is one of my favorite wrestlers in the Indies right now, and then the Young Bucks, of course, you're going to get greatness out of them every time.
No, yeah, and honestly, because of the being the elites, I'm surprised to see what's going to happen with Flip Gordon in this match.
Flip Gordon, there's something's going to go down in this match.
Flip Gordon, Philadelphia.
Still flipping to this day.
It's still flipping. Now we move on to the next. I don't know if these matches are going to be in order, but this is what the card looks like. We have the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship featuring the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the current champions, versus the best friends, Beretta and Chucky T. Now, I had no idea about this match going into it, but Beretta's my boy. You
like Beretta?
Oh, Beretta had those matches with the Bucks in New Japan. Bretta's the tall dude that wears the headband.
I know who Beretta is.
Yeah, he was with Kapongi Vice. I always botch that, but you know what I'm talking about? He was with
the older dude.
I can't think of his name now. Yeah, yeah,
I know
yeah.
you're talking about.
But yeah,
I
so
seen the Motor
that
City.
match. No, go ahead.
I seen the Motor City Machine wrestle when I went to the Ring of Honor, that house show up in Soaring Eagle, and they put on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a good match right here.
No, yeah, I remember. I believe they were TNA or whatever the hell they were called, right?
I believe
I
so.
think I watched. I saw a match of theirs one time, and I was. It was awesome. Let's put it that way. Next match: Matt Taven versus Will Ospreay.
It's Matt Taven, I'm pretty sure. I'm
Oh,
not
Taven, I can't.
because he was one of the
Well, I
guys
am
that,
illiterate, so
fair enough. That's one of the people that when I went to the show, he was one of the guys that stuck with me. He is great. And Will Ospreay, we just watched that PWG match last night.
yeah.
Will Ospreay versus Matt Taven. That's going to be a great match.
No, and that's the thing I noticed with this card. Even the matches that aren't championship matches, there's a couple of them that I'm more excited for than the necessarily championship match.
I'm more excited for this than Clash of Champions this weekend.
I could. You could argue. Actually, you know what? The addition. We'll talk about the addition match that they just added. But yes, I agree with you on this now because there's one. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We'll talk about it in a second. So, next match, it's just a straight up tag team match. The Addiction, which is Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian versus War Machine and Hanson and Raymond Rowe.
Yeah, War Machine's sweet. I really do like them. Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian are kind of staples of the indie scene. They've been around for a while. Yeah. It's going to be a solid match. I don't know if it's going to be a show stealer, but it's definitely going to be worth watching.
No, yeah, I don't believe in the order I have this is going to be the card. I feel like that's maybe a second or a come down match. I honestly do. I mean, no knock on those guys, but I feel like there's bigger matches on the card.
The next one could be the one that steals the show.
No,
Jay Lethal versus the villain Marty Skrull could be amazing.
Whoop whoop. No, I do like. Yeah, that match is going to be insane. I just want to see. I want to hear the whoop whoops at the ballroom, like at Hammerstein with him coming out. That's going to be
those diehard wrestling fans. It's going to be pretty electric.
Gonna give you goosebumps. Now we go to the next match, which is a 4-way elimination match for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship, featuring Kenny King, the current champion, Punishment Martinez, Shane Taylor, and Silas Young.
The last real man left or something like that. I just watched the Silas Young match today. That stash is unreal.
Oh, really? I don't think I know any of these guys.
Yeah, I know Kenny King just because he's a television champion. I've never seen him wrestle, seen his picture. I did watch Dalton Castle versus Silas Young today. It was like a battle without honor or something. That was a no DQ match. It was pretty good. But yeah, Silas Young is pretty good. That's probably going to be a good match. I really don't know too much about any of the guys to really give an opinion, though.
No, I feel the same way.
Now, the next two matches are where it's at right though.
Now the match, I don't know how recently it was announced, but it was just brought to my attention at least. We got a New York street fight featuring the Briscoes, Jay Briscoe and Mark Briscoes, versus good old Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer. Tommy.
So it's weird because Bully Ray just retired like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I know. I watched that. It was out of the blue, so I'm very confused about this.
Yep. So I guess he just gave up being retired. But this is going to be a hard-hitting match. I'm very excited.
God, there's going to be blood and Viagra.
They're going to bleed, and they're going to be hard while they do it.
No,
this is the match that I've been looking for. I've been talking about this for months because he slowly became my favorite man on the indie scene. Dalton Castle, the Peacock, facing Cody, the American Nightmare. Let's go. I'm ready to watch it. Woo!
No, I'm ready for that match too. Dalton, from what I've seen, I've never purposely watched a Dalton Castle match. Not knocking him, it's just like he's never had a name until you came back from that indie show. But going back and everything I have watched Dalton Castle matches and not realized it.
Yep, he is great. He does that German suplex. It's like a deadlift German suplex. And then he's got the boys with him. He just peacocking around. He totally went full on with his character. And I can respect somebody that commits to it no matter how absurd it really is.
No, yeah. Now, the thing I'm going to bring this up. So I don't know if we talked about it last week. So Cody's been trying to he had a little feud with Dave Meltzer and said that we could fill up a 10,000 seat arena. Well, the Ring of Honor is not going to go ahead and book one, but the Bullet Club's going to go ahead and they're going to run the show. I believe Ring of Honor is going to put their little name or something, but the promoter will be Bullet Club.
Yeah, they will be booking it and the ones that backing it with their cash.
No, yeah. So, but the thing is, I don't think there's been one word of the match from Cody's side of it.
Really not sure, to be honest, on that one.
No, I mean, as of, I think it was maybe Monday or Tuesday, there was no word. Dalton's all about it. Dalton's posting every second of it. He's showing his suplex in the gym with hitting tackling dummies with American Nightmare t-shirts on.
Are you talking about the 10,000 seat arena one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No. They're promoting it. No, they're promoting
No. That was promotions for Final Battle.
No.
Dalton Castle attacking it. That was for promoting Final Battle. I'm 100% on that.
No, I'm saying Dalton Castle's doing it, but there's been nothing on Cody's end.
Oh, yeah. Well, they both did a promotional round yesterday for Final Battle. They've been going all around doing a bunch of interviews and whatnot because Cody's the champion.
You're saying okay, I was just afraid that maybe Cody's just not is kind of overlooking this match.
Oh, yeah, I see where you come from that, but I still think it's going to be a great match. They're going to go all out.
No, definitely.
But speaking of Ring of Honor pay-per-view, now we can go into WWE's pay-per-view. It's a good segue.
Do you want to hit New Japan first, though?
I mean, that's more rumors, though. I want to put that more towards the rumor section. I feel like go with the Clash Champions, end it with the rumors. If that's okay with you.
No, that's fine. So we'll get in the Clash of Champions. We'll get our predictions, and we'll go over kind of already broke down each match, but maybe a little some thoughts that we didn't have before.
Yeah, we can just make this quick. Say our predictions and whatnot.
Yeah. So we got Clash of Champions predictions. I don't know why I just recapped that. We got the pre-show. Zack Ryder versus the Hype Bro breakup, Mojo Rawley.
I think this is a no-brainer. Mojo's going to win this one.
I agree with you on that one. We go into Breezango versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
I really would like Breezango to win because I love them. I think they need more of a push, but we know the Bludgeon Brothers are going to be smacking the shit out of each other and just beating ass. I'm
just going to say Breezango because of the same reason you just gave, but except I'm believing in them. Let's go.
You believe?
Da-na-na-na. And we go into Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn with special guest referees Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan. With the stipulation, if Owens and Zayn lose, they will be fired.
There's no way Owens and Zayn lose here, right?
No way. If anything, it's a DQ.
Something's going to happen. There's no way. Even if they do lose, there's going to be a stipulation where they don't get fired. Yeah. They're not getting fired. Obviously, it's used a lot. I really don't like when they use the stipulation because unless you either know the person's going to retire because they're older or they're getting out of their contract, or the people have no chance of being fired. So the outcome's already obviously it's predetermined. Yeah, exactly. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, exactly. We made that point earlier in the show. I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
We move on to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship featuring the current champion, the Usos, versus the New Day, versus Benjamin and Gable, versus English and Rusev, a.k.a. Rusev Day, in a fatal four-way tag match. Who you got?
Joe, I got to tell you something.
Tell me.
Happy Rusev Day.
You're picking Rusev Day.
I think they're pushing them hard. Why would they let them win 2 weeks in a row if they're not going to win it? Give me the title belts on Aiden English and Rusev. Happy Rusev Day.
That's bold, Cotton. You're pretty persuasive on that. You're pretty persuasive, but I feel the Usos will not walk away as champions because I feel like they kind of need a break. I could see Rusev Day doing it, but you got to always go back to. I got the New Day. Give me the New Day.
There you go.
Now we go to SmackDown Women's Championship featuring Charlotte Flair versus Natalya in a Lumberjack/Lumberjane match. Who you got?
I thought it was Lumberjill, but whatever. Well, bygones be bygones.
Lumberjill? Yeah, bygones be bygones.
Yeah, I think Charlotte Flair is going to win. They're going to end the feud with Natty, and then we can get someone else in there, get a new face.
Yeah, I don't think Natty's calling it quits. I think Natty's going to take a break after this one.
Yeah, she deserves a break. She is older. She's the longest tenured diva on the roster right now. So she deserves a little break, come back with a fresh character, fresh state of mind. She's great. So it'd be nice to have her back with a little time off of not seeing her face every single Tuesday.
No, I totally agree with you on that. And then we move on to the match that you're not too pumped about, but I'm kind of pumped about. Got the United States Championship featuring Baron Corbin, Bobby Roode, and Dolph Ziggler in a triple threat match. Who you got?
I wouldn't say I'm not excited for the match. I'm excited to see these guys get in the ring and wrestle. Wasn't excited for the build-up. I don't think Baron Corbin is going to lose it yet. I'm going to go with Baron Corbin.
I don't either. Deep down, I would love to see Dolph Ziggler, but I'm taking Baron Corbin in that. But like I said, I want Z, but Baron Corbin. Then we end the night. We're assuming we end the night with the WWE Championship featuring the current champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles, versus the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal. Who you got?
Give me the phenomenal one, Joe. He's going to take this. He's going to send Jinder Mahal packing back to Canada, not India, because he's from Canada. And Jinder Mahal is going to wallow away back into nothingness. He's going to back to the mid card. AJ Styles is going to continue his run, and he's going to take it all the way to WrestleMania. Give me AJ.
Give me the modern day Maharaja.
Ooh, upset city.
I'm calling it. I feel like they're not done with him. I don't know what it is in me. I feel like their Jinder's going to stick around and linger for a minute.
I wouldn't be mad because I'm going to be in the fantasy WWE finals, and I picked up Jinder on the waiver wire, so it'll be a big win for me.
No, definitely. So we recap that. Let's go up to New Japan. There's a couple things. So Wrestle Kingdom's 3 weeks away. Or Wrestle Kingdom 12 3 weeks away. We'll probably have to talk more in depth about that down the road, but just talking about news. So I don't know exactly what day it was. Omega had a match, dominated the match, and lights cut out with another Jericho video package. And watching the video, that's what I'm thinking. It's another Jericho video package. He's going to talk to him smack, and that's it.
Did they have a video package? I thought he did.
No. Lights went out, and he did this like the same video package that he did before. It was the whole, the same setting, same like kind of verbiage type thing, and then the lights when they cut back on, Jericho's behind him.
Okay, I've seen that. He bloodied him up too.
Oh yeah, when I saw that, I watched it at work, and I'm supposed to be dead silent, giggled like a little schoolgirl. Oh my god. And then beat the shit out of him with a belt, with everything. Gave him a code breaker. Gave him 2 code breakers.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
He beat the shit out of him. Was grinding the belt up against Kenny's head. I am so excited for this match, Joe. No idea.
The shot of him taking Kenny's blood and wiping it on his face. Well, we need to get that at Fathead.
Jericho's a sick fuck, man.
Oh my god. And then, so you're thinking that's the end of that? They'll probably finish that up on another show. Like Jericho's in Japan now, so they'll probably recap. Or no, guess what? Because Japan does press conferences for that shit. That's actually like pretty covered. And Kenny goes after Jericho in the press conference, but Jericho, I felt like had the final say by taking the table and throwing it at him. And then
the promo that Jericho cut after that, just screaming out of the reporters.
Oh my god,
that's one of the. That's like, it's amazing that Jericho just reinvents himself over and over. And he's in Japan now. He was like looking at reporters like, what you looking at, fuckface?
Yeah, what are you laughing at, fuckface?
Oh my God, just laying him out there saying, Kenny Omega, January 4th, his last match ever. Last match in New Japan.
Write that down. Write that down. Here, I'll write it down for you.
Wrote it down, then ripped it up anyway.
So, I mean,
can't get enough of it.
And we'll go back. Like I said, you made some valid. I didn't realize the matches that were announced for that, and there's a ton of matches for Wrestle Kingdom 12, so we'll talk about it at a later date. Now
we'll talk about it later. There's great matches coming up.
So big news yesterday that I kind of found out today. I don't know how I missed it. WWE announced a mixed match challenge, which is a tournament featuring 6 intergender teams from Raw and SmackDown. Teams will be determined by fan votes, and it debuts Tuesday, January 6th on Facebook Now, which I'm assuming is just another form of streaming, obviously, but I don't know. Hopefully you don't need a subscription for it. So they announced the participants that the fans vote on the matchups. The Raw's women participants are Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox, Asuka, Bayley, Nia Jax, and Sasha Banks. And the Raw men's participants are Braun Strowman, Enzo Amore, The Miz, Goldust, Finn Balor, Elias, Jason Jordan, and Samoa Joe. Now, I think they added, what is it, 2 or 3 more men?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I know.
Well, I don't know the exact number, but I think they did that just so we could have multiple options for people picking. But, I mean, truthfully, what's stopping them from just putting people together anyways? Because the SmackDown team is pretty much just married couples or SmackDown participants. You got in the SmackDown women's, you have Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, and Becky Lynch. And then the men's, Shinsuke Nakamura, Jimmy Uso, Rusev, Sami Zayn, Bobby Roode, and then either Big E, Xavier Woods, or Kofi Kingston. I'm particularly excited about this because it's showing that the WWE is looking to do different things that the indie community is doing. And I think a huge step is doing mix or intergender tag teams.
I think that they're going for that, as well as their TV contracts are up in 2020, and they're testing the grounds on instead of having a live cable show, is going to like Facebook or a streaming service like that and broadcasting their show every week on something like that. So I think they're trying to test the waters out. Yeah, I heard that in places like India and other places that the networks offered, but not mainstream here. They've sent out like little marketing, marketing research, like questions on like, would you pay for a service or would you watch it online or something along those lines? But I think they're trying just to test the waters, and they have a cool concept. They're like, might as well put it out there and get the gauge of the interest of fans.
No, I don't think, even if the Facebook thing's a flop, like I think you can't go wrong. It's a win-win.
I also think that this kind of explains a running storyline that we've had on Raw the last few weeks, because I think that they want certain people to be voted in together. I will put $1,000 on it that Nia Jax and Enzo Amore are a mixed tag team.
Please.
I hope so.
Please. I mean, that's that. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that because, like I said, it then opens the door for two other things that I hope for: women's tag team and 6-man tag team in WWE. But I feel we're making strides.
Oh, one step at a time, never backwards, always forward.
Now, I saw something today, but I didn't really read into it. Did you hear anything about Sheamus possibly retiring?
They said that he has some sort of neck problem along the lines of like Steve Austin and Edge, and it's not as severe, but he's going to probably have to hang him up shorter than what he would like to.
Okay, so I was just wondering if that was just like
I seen that too, but I think he's fine at the moment, but like kind of like Edge, where he was able to wrestle until it really deteriorated and he couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, shit, better off just calling it quits now and saving yourself the trouble.
Right. I also seen a rumor this week that Ethan Carter III, better known as EC3, and Bobby Lashley are trying to get out of their TNA contracts so they can come back to WWE. And I am pumped. EC3, I know he's good, but it's whatever. Bobby Lashley, I've been waiting for years for him to come back to WWE.
To this day, I mean, I've honestly got him figured out now, but back in the day, I used to get Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley confused very easily. And when I heard Shelton Benjamin was coming back to the WWE, I got really excited because I thought it was Bobby Lashley. They
kind of look the same.
Yeah, Shelton's
bald black dude, but Bobby Lashley has like 100 pounds on him.
Yeah.
No, I remember when Bobby Lashley debuted when I was in like 6th grade and me and my buddy were watching. Now, like this dude came out just jacked. I was like, holy crap, who is this guy? And he beat everybody's ass for a few months. And I was really digging Bobby Lashley. I'm sad to see him leave, but I really hope he comes back.
No, yeah, I totally agree with you. I agree with that. And that's what I'm cool if they do, like obviously bringing old guys back, like it's that member berry like thing.
Oh, I remember.
No, exactly. But I'm glad when they do it in good taste, when it's someone like can still put on a good show like Bobby Lashley or Shelton Benjamin.
Right, like they're still like in their physical prime right now.
Yeah, Kane's cool. Like Kane's a total member berry. Not saying that he can't put on a show anymore, but he's not that athletically equipped to do what he can do anymore. Used to do. I don't know.
Is there any other rumors this week, Joe?
No, I think that's about it, Ski Buddy.
There's probably some more, but we're probably forgetting them. I think we should call it quits because I got to go see Star Wars.
I think we should talk a little more, so because I can't. I'm always on it.
I'm always on to talk wrestling, so if I had to skip away.
No. So, and that's our show for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for listening to Kipping Up with Wrestling. Be sure to check us out on our website at kippingupwithwrestling.com. We're all over the internet at Kipping Up. You can watch us record us. You can watch us record live usually every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's Eastern time. Don't forget that. On our Twitch channel. Follow us there and turn on notifications, and you'll get the info as it happens. If you can't catch us live, you can always subscribe on YouTube and use our favorite podcast app. This is very long for a guy who can't.
This is a struggle for you, Joe.
Yeah, I can't read very well.
Want me to finish it out?
No, I got it.
Give me a little chance.
All right, you go. Tag in.
All right, hot tag. You can join us throughout the week in our Discord channel where we text about wrestling all day long. And all the links are in our show notes and on the site. You can email us with corrections, feedback, and any interview opportunities at contact@kippingupwithwrestling.com. Have a good week, guys.
Yeah.